Hi everyone, it's Tanya from TM The Creative Journey. I thought that I would just take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about myself in case you're just tuning in for the first time. A few months ago I left my full-time job, which was causing me much anxiety and stress, and I left to pursue my passion, which is making home decor. We have an online shop that we sell through, which is tmcreations.ca, and you can also follow us on Instagram at tmcreationsns to see more of what we do there. So now, getting into it. I DIY because I have anxiety. I have anxiety because I DIY. And this bathroom has really been a true test of what it means to push through and just get the job done. So this has been the most challenging transformation. It was only supposed to be a new countertop and a new sink and faucet. And then it turned into so much more than that. The good news is my husband and I are still happily married, although it was pretty touch and go there for a while. We had some very stressful moments. And I just want to say, I'm sorry, honey, for all the things that I said when I was in the middle of our DIY. It was very stressful, and you ended up doing everything that I asked, and it came out great, so thank you. Yeah, everything that went wrong here was completely my fault, because every time we did something, I was like, oh, well, since we're doing that, maybe we should do this, and it just turned into a whole process. And I also would like to note that we are not professionals at all in any shape or form. We just like DIY, and because I watch HGTV, I feel like, I can just take on the world and do anything. However, that is not true. But I am happy with the results, so I'm going to walk you through and tell you what we did. I don't have any video of the process. I just have some photos, and I don't even have photos of the whole process, because when I tell you that it was stressful, and when we were in the midst of trying to get things done, we just wanted to get them done because, one, this is our only bathroom in this house. And two, trying to run a business when your whole bathroom is ripped apart and you're trying to get it together so that at least people have a toilet to use was a lot. So we were constantly rushing through every step that we did, just so that we had a somewhat usable bathroom. So I'm just going to walk you through and tell you what we did and give you some of the highlights or lowlights of each area and why it is what it is. This is the countertop and the sink and the faucet that started this whole transformation. And in hindsight, we ended up gutting this whole bathroom pretty much. We should have waited to put this in until the very end, but no, we started with this. And because the old countertop had this attached backsplash piece, the wall was destroyed back here. So I decided that I wanted to do Shiplap, which is great. We're gonna do Shiplap. That's wonderful. So then we realized that our toilet, we could not fit Shiplap in behind there. And we used to have tile all around here in our bathroom, halfway up the wall. It was everywhere. So then I thought, okay, well, we'll just remove the tile and then we'll have room for the shiplap. That was not the case. We created such a mess. So we ended up having to rip out the bottom section of those walls. Yeah, that was mistake number one. Then, once we had all of this ripped out, and I'll show you some pictures, once we had all of that ripped out, oh, before I forget, we had this section behind the toilet that we needed to remove the tiles, and in order to do that, we had to take the toilet tank off. Well, we broke the toilet trying to get the tank off because the bolts were seized. So then we needed a new toilet. Yeah. All I could hear was cha-ching, cha-ching, and not in a good way. Yeah, so that was another day of total chaos in this bathroom because we literally didn't have a toilet and had to go get a toilet, and it was a whole thing. Then I decided, since this wall was already ripped out coming up to the shower, and our old shower surround was totally hideous, we might as well just rip out the walls and put in this nice new Nextile tub surround, because it can be applied directly to the studs. You have to have a minimum of 59-inch opening in order for it to work. We measured perfect. So we ripped out the whole walls in the tub surround and ripped all of that down. In the process, we broke our tub. We had it covered in the bottom, but not good enough, and it dropped and fell, the liner that we had in there. And you can see the big chip there that I still have to fix, and there's scratches everywhere in the bottom of the tub. Oh yes, and we also broke tile right there. There's still a chip there that I didn't fill in. I just filled this in with marker because, you know, I'm very classy like that. Yeah. Taking down tile, you really need to protect your floor. So if you're gonna remove tile, cover your floors. If you're gonna remove your tile in the shower, protect your tub. There was no way in heck I was going to be replacing this tub, so we just went with it. And I got some Porcetile, or Porcifix I think it's called, to paint and fix that. But our shower was used on such a frequent basis with all of us here that there's not really enough time to let it cure properly in between coats. So someday I will get that fixed properly. I just have one coat on it right now because I wanted to protect it from getting rusty while we were using the shower. So once we had the walls ripped out and we went to put this lovely thing in, the studs on this wall, one of them in the very center was protruded out further than the others, and we could not get the clips to line up in that corner. It was a complete nightmare. So if you're going to install one of these, the installation would have been really easy if it was a perfect world and our house was straight. It would have been so easy. And I love that it goes straight to the studs, and I really do love the tub enclosure. It's great. We have hard water, and this is easy to wipe down. I don't know, our other one looked like a smoker lived in there for 27 years. You'll see from the picture, the molding that was at the top of that one was PVC, which didn't discolor the way the acrylic walls did, and yeah, it was hideous. So if you're going to be installing one of these, I suggest that you check all of your studs, make sure that they are perfect before putting this in, and you shouldn't have any issues. We didn't realize how, like, when we measured it, the inside, the outside, everything measured what it should, but that one piece in the center was popped out way further than it should have been because of that stud. So that was a lesson learned. Other than that, the installation was pretty good, and it feels really durable, so I'm liking it. And you can also tile in here to have a little accent color, which I think I might like to do, but I'm not doing grout because there was tile in here when we first bought the house, and the grout was disgusting because of our water. So I think if anything, and it would take up some extra room on the lip of the that you're working with. So I think I will get some sticky tiles and put them in there. And then if I need to change them, I'll just rip them down and change them again, because once you get bored with the color, it's easy to swap it out. So I like that fact too. One thing that you have to take in consideration if you're buying one of these is the shelf is protruded out and the studs aren't cut out in behind it. So therefore the wall is angled, and I don't know if you can see that very well, but you can see how a little bit of the lip of the tub is showing, and then it comes up on an angle. So it does make it tighter in your shower. It wasn't ridiculously tighter, but we bought a curved shower curtain, or shower rod, sorry, and it gives you lots of extra room. And we also bought the shower curtain that has the little window to make it feel more light and airy in there as well, and I love it. And it also has a snap-in liner, which is perfect because I can just take it off and throw it. Can't do this with one hand, throw it in the wash. So I love that. I did buy new faucets for the shower, black ones to match. After we had it all ripped out and put back together, and then I went to put them on, I didn't realize that the water control mechanism that's in the wall is specific to the brand of the taps. So the new ones didn't fit, and I had to go rummaging through the garbage with big industrial bags of tile and wall and all that nasty stuff we ripped out of the bathroom to find all the pieces to put this one back together. I could not find one of the screws, so for that reason, this is super wobbly, but I do have one that I found on Amazon that is a Moen that will fit with the water control thing that we have inside the wall, so it's ordered and that will be replaced once it comes. So I can't wait to get that in here. We used to have a bifold door here, but now we have a real door, which gives so much more room when you open the closet door, which is great. Okay, so we did not replace our cabinet. Our cabinet is old. It was honey oak. We had it painted before, and you'll see in the before picture, it had these drawers that the tracks were all broken and it was just a mess. So a few years ago, we took out the drawers, built a little cabinet for each of the spots, and used that with baskets, which worked well for a while. But then the melamine, or the laminated stuff on the cabinet, started to peel up and it just looked nasty, and I just got tired of seeing those baskets all the time. So we decided to build some new doors. And I love how this turned out. I think it looks awesome. Now, we still have our baskets. We still have our baskets in there because we didn't want to put in drawers because drawer slides are very expensive. So we just got some MDF and built the doors. So it's a solid 1/2 inch MDF on the back piece, and then this is just trimmed out with 1/4 inch MDF and sort of scored to make it look a little decorative. So that was really inexpensive. Probably the least inexpensive part of this whole thing. Although the countertop that we got it from Ikea. It was 70 inches, which we had to cut down, and it was only $70. It's just a laminated butcher block, but I love it. And it's way better than what we had there before. You'll see from the before picture, what we had there before was a countertop that the first makeover, we used the spray stone paint. And that lasted for a little bit and it started to chip off. So then we resprayed the stone paint again and epoxied it. We didn't know what we were doing with epoxy. We either mixed it too much or not enough. I'm thinking not enough. And we had sticky spots everywhere that never cured properly. So that just was not working for the bathroom. And at the time, it was not feasible for us to rip it out and put in a new one. So we went and got contact paper, the marble contact paper, and covered the top. It worked for a quick fix. It suited its purpose. It wasn't sticky anymore and I could actually keep it clean. So, but it drove me crazy because you could see the seam. It was just nasty. The old sink, we had so much caulking around it because the original countertop that we had switched out, I cut the hole for it with the jigsaw and it was not very accurate. So we had to use a lot of caulking to fill in the space that was around it. So the whole thing was hideous. So I love my new sink. I love the square. Very happy with that. We did have a little oopsie and dropped a tool on it. Again, we should not have installed this before doing everything else, but we do everything backwards around here, so that's how we roll. I got a new mirror. I love this mirror. We got it at Winners for a great price. I think I got it for $49, I'm pretty sure. So the light, let me just turn this off. The light is my old light fixture that I made myself out of our previous bathroom light, and I've had this in here now for a couple of years. My mom gave me these antique mason jars, and I love the lids on them, but I'm going to spray paint it black. I haven't done that yet. It's kind of like a brushed nickel or stamped nickel or something at the moment, but so I am going to paint that. We were having a hard time finding hardware for shelves. I still have to paint the screws on those because they stick out like a sore thumb. And when we originally hung the shelves, I didn't make room for the fact that there was going to be like some decor and stuff on there, so we hung them too close to one another. Sorry, honey. So I just filled those the other day. Oops. And they need one more fill, and then I'll sand them and paint them, and hopefully you won't notice them. So yeah, what started out as just a countertop makeover turned into pretty much gutting the whole bathroom and starting over from scratch. But I'm really happy with the results, and hopefully it'll last for a couple years. Our bathroom, like I said, it's the only one in the house, so it gets a lot of use. So I just wanted to say thank you for watching, if you've watched this far. This is my way of getting out of my comfort zone and feeling like I'm connecting to people. Even though I'm very much an introvert and stay at home most of the time, home is my happy place. That's why I love doing these little home makeovers. This is where we spend most of our time. I love it when I come home and my house feels like it just gives me a big hug when I walk in the door. I feel like that's how your house should be. It's your safe place, it's your happy place. It's a place where you can just unload and let go of all the stresses from the outside world. So maybe, just maybe, this will inspire you to do something in your home so when you come home, you feel like your house is giving you a hug too. So we have a... Thanks for watching, and... So thanks for watching. No. So thanks for watching. Why can't I get this right? So thanks for watching, and I hope that we can do this more often. So thanks for watching. No.